Alphonse's gaze was like the gleaming blade of a machete. We have to take the cub. One living cub is worth 10 dead mothers. This isn't trade, this is plunder. Min Cheol grabbed Alphonse's arm with all his strength. He gritted his teeth and breathed heavily. If you're human, let this cub go. If you don't let him go, I'll report him to the police. Taeho snickered and lunged at him. What are you going to do? I'm going to report my colleagues. I don't care if they die or not. Min Cheol leaped forward, blocking Taeho's path. Let's stop this. That's genocide. Taking away a mother and her cub, this is not human. Otangs rushed forward, shouting, I'm going to report you too. Peter leaned in and intervened between them. Stop it! If you don't stop now, there's really no turning back. His arm gripped Alphonse's tightly. Alphonse flinched for a moment and took a step back. Taeho's face twisted. Min Cheol, are you crazy? Look at the situation right now. Don't you understand that it's all about money? Rent, debt, overdue pay. Money? He laughed sharply. You think this is about money? This is a school problem. It's flesh. His breath boiled the forest air. The baby gorilla trembled between Otongze and Alphonse's hands. Its body swayed like a doll tied by strings. Its eyes darted around. Min Cheol, protectively stroking the cub with his fingertips, resolutely held his arm. Peter gasped, continuing to push his arm away. His face was a mixture of regret and determination. Stop it! Got it! Stop it now! Alphonse dragged his machete along the ground, breathing heavily. Taeho, too, slowly drew his breath, averted his eyes, and stood silently. Alphonse remained motionless for a long moment. Taeho fiddled with his gun, lost in thought. The tension in the forest gradually eased, but the anxiety and aftershocks in each person's heart still lingered. Min Cheol looked at Taeho, catching his breath. Stop it. Seriously. Let's stop it. Got it! Got it! Taeho replied with a ragged breath, his eyes gleaming. The little gorilla was still shivering. Peter spoke with finality, his voice firm. The hunt is over. The moment we spill any more gorilla blood, we will not survive in this jungle. Neither the guards nor the law will forgive us. Peter finally lowered his head. He put down his gun. The muzzle flash ceased in the camp. Alphonse, perplexed, continued. Min Cheol, you were a citizen militia in Gwangju, right? Here, hunger is scarier than guns. Gorillas, they're not gods, they're simple animals. But there are people who take pictures of them, show them off, and even eat their meat. I'm just one of them. The government, developers, overseas consumers, they don't even pay attention to the likes of us. To them, gorillas aren't creatures of the forest. They're stuffed animals to be displayed in an exhibition hall. Or perhaps it's a paw, a lucky charm in a pocket. If it were a cute pup's antics, they'd covet it as an expensive toy. I can't deny that reality. Selling just a few photos would have kept me alive for a week, keeping my family fed. If you call that a sin, what would I say? But in this poor land, tragedy, or whatever, it's just fuel that keeps my life rolling. No one helps. Alphonse looked at Min Cheol and Peter with a stern expression and said, I can't be with you any longer. Let's go our separate ways. Alphonse held a tranquilizer gun in one hand, and with his machete, he chopping down an innocent tree as if venting his anger, then turned and walked away. Yoon Taeho's lips twisted as if he was still reeling from the aftershocks, and he said, I told you hunting is more lucrative than selling photos. I need money too. Just one of these bastards will do. Min Cheol shoved Yoon Taeho hard in the chest. That's not money-making. It's slavery. Yoon Taeho gritted his teeth. The gun in his hand creaked menacingly. He scanned the group's faces. He seemed to slow down, speaking low and coldly. I didn't force him. Is this the end of the money-making you asked for? No, it's already happened. Your sympathy ruined it. I'll stay here. I can't go with you. Min Cheol and Otong shouldered their backpacks, grabbed their cameras and a few other belongings, and set off for Cross River. Otangs led the way while Min Cheol's footsteps weaved through the damp forest toward the river. Part 3, Cross River Border Guard. On the riverbank, at the mouth where the water met the land, the mist trembled in the morning light, dispersing like foam. The forest, still half asleep, lay eerily silent, exhaling vapors that clung to the trees. Peter called from behind, Yoon Taeho, hey, didn't you hear me? He kept calling over and over. Despite our brief encounter, his expression was a strange mix of scorn and pity impossible to read. Tejo lit a cigarette. His stubbornness, like theirs, was unyielding. Everything would work out: raising a baby gorilla, living together in Paris, working for an NGO, becoming a rebel. None of it concerned me. Humans were bound to part ways eventually, weren't they? Alphonse stepped back slightly, catching his breath as he scanned the dark surroundings. The forest rippled with the ear-piercing cries of cicadas, and somewhere a labored breath sounded. He wiped sweat from his forehead. Is this division ultimately my fault? Reconnaissance, recovery, return. 3 words that should have been enough. But perhaps this mess had been destined from the start. He berated himself, but deep discontent welled up, unshakable. Damn it! A curse slipped out and vanished into the forest. It was a mistake to bring in rookies. One boasted about special forces training. The other insisted he was a seasoned infantryman. Both claimed to have survived battles, yet once they were in the forest, guns in hand, they looked like cornered animals. And Hortense, Alphonse gritted his teeth. Her constant interference, her endless lecturing, always disrupting the flow. Her voice carried a childish demand for justification. There has to be a reason for what we do. Reason? What use were reasons to a man running through the woods with a rifle? Alphonse bit his lip. And Peter, one who had survived a civil war, yet fled without firing a shot another, wailing like a rabbit trapped in a snare. Why had they even volunteered? At first, Peter's conviction had seemed genuine. This time it's different. We'll finish it ourselves. His words were smooth, his gaze oddly compelling. Without realizing it, Alphonse followed, but Peter always turned away. The habit of retreat at crucial moments was an inescapable human trait. He kept his hands clean while others bore the blood. He promised it would be fine, but when responsibility called, he vanished like a shadow. Alphonse ground his teeth silently, spat on the ground, and scolded himself inwardly. I've lost my nose in rice already cooked. What is this? He kicked the dirt. Grass toppled, tiny bugs scattered. He had thought he had finally found something real, a breath of fresh air. But in the end, he had fallen for the bait of hope again. This world always like this. Deceived by someone's ideals, abandoned by someone else's greed, Alphonse's face twisted in the darkness. On the unlit forest path, with the damp smell of earth around him, he felt for the first time that he had grown old. His anger hadn't faded, but beneath it lay exhaustion. From the start, there was no way it would go right. And yet you believed again. A bird soared somewhere far off. Alphonse lifted his head. The morning light brushed his cheek. He squinted, staring into the forest. Yes, this time, he thought, I'll see it with my own eyes who is being fooled and who is spared. Peter tried to act indifferent. The tension of the city, the shadow of gun barrels weighed heavily, yet he feigned nonchalance. Hey, isn't that how life is? He muttered. Lately, he'd been trying to save extra money. Once this was over, he thought, he could start living like a human again. He dreamed of setting up home with Madame Marie, with whom he had grown close. Marie smelled faintly of perfume. Deep wrinkles gathered around her eyes when she smiled. She was small, charming, and when he drank coffee with her, blonde and fair-skinned, the stares he received at the Capitol intersection amused him. White people in that respect seemed to be less racist than Asians. They weighed pros and cons more openly. Her smile was old and gentle, like jazz playing on an old record player. Peter believed it could temporarily erase the weariness of the world, but things weren't going well. Money was scarce. Steady work was impossible to find. The money wasn't flowing in and regular work wasn't coming in. Studio work was dwindling, and even continuing to go to work felt like a chore, and even showing up felt like a burden. When his colleagues arranged a gorilla hunt, they borrowed money from Marie, only to struggle with repayment. Throughout, suspicion lingered like a bad smell. He felt pathetic, unable to abandon his small conscience. In this turbulent world, Mari's prop shop saw fewer customers. At night, when military vehicle lights flickered past her window, she closed the curtains and poured herself a silent drink. He smiled and answered, I'm not leaving. To leave here, I need money and there's nowhere to return to. But even he didn't believe it. He knew. The city was no longer the city he had known. The sound of military boots, loudspeakers blaring forbidden orders, and nights where even lights moved. Cautiously dreaming of love in that place felt almost like a sin. Peter fumbled a few coins in his pocket and muttered, a proper life. When will that ever be possible? A wind blew outside the window. In it, dust, smoke, and dim light mixed, and her face wavered, as if slowly erased.